Good morning. This is the accommodation last night. Everyone's cleared out. I am a little bit delayed because I had to do an interview this morning. Good morning, everybody. It is the 10th of September. Currently 9 degrees. Top of 21 degrees today. I'm gonna walk 22 kilometers. Seems to be the average these days. And heading to a village called Belorado. And at the moment I am not feeling great because in the sense that I have started an hour later than I should be, and I need to ensure that I can catch up with some of my pilgrim friends. Not that it is a race, but I do want to be able to make it to the next village in good time. It's been a nice day. I just did an interview this morning for a role back in Melbourne, which I hope went okay. Yeah, I guess I need to work, so need to make sure that I have a job to come back to. But they were really lovely, and I'm very happy for the opportunity to do that. So this is the famous Santo Domingo de la Calzada, and we're leaving town. It's going to be a good walk, hopefully. Oh, sorry, buen camino. He wasn't very friendly. It's funny, when I leave from home in Melbourne, it's like phone and keys and off I go. Now it's passport, phone and poles. Got the poles. All right, check in later. I just went the wrong way, and then these two burly, I think they might be Canadians, pilgrims, turned around and says, "Buen camino," and I was thinking, where are they going? They're going the wrong way. I was going the wrong way. So pay attention to the arrows, Em. Pay attention. I'm on my own today, so, you know, the wonderfully researched Margaret is not here for me to lean on, which is probably a good thing because I have become dependent on her sense of directions. I'm sure I'll catch up with her later down the track. I'm having my hydrolytes this morning. I've forgotten I've been carrying them around my bag. Yesterday I emptied my camel bag, so it was really warm, and need to keep up with my fluids. I'm a bit worried about the meseta coming up, actually. I hope you are all well at home in your various corners of the world if you're beaming in, and I hope you're having a nice day. Steps. There's quite a bit of graffiti on the trail, and some is art and some is not quite. And here I am, first steps. My legs are quite tan now, which is great. I've got what they call a farmer's tan, you know, where all your clothing line kind of marks off the tan. And we are now on our way to Belorado, the next town. So far feeling good. I just had my first banana in like 2 weeks because, yeah, haven't been able to find a banana. Haven't been able to remember to eat a banana. So guys, I just found out that these sunflowers are deliberately left here so that they can be dried and pressed into oil. There you go. Whew. Big steep hill. This is the path for the next couple of kilometers. Oh, there's Granion coming up. Oh, my coffee is there. Hope I have a good one. I may have to ask for a double. Good morning again, guys. All right, just want to answer a couple of questions while I've got the path to myself. One viewer asked, what's the etiquette in kind of avoiding a pilgrim you don't want to hang out with when you see them again and again because you're doing the same kind of stage? Well, there was a pilgrim that, as I think I mentioned in previous blog, that I wasn't very comfortable with, and so what I do is I just tend to leave earlier to put some distance between that pilgrim and myself, or I stay an extra night, which I haven't, but that's one thing you can do, is to stay an extra night somewhere, just again to break the stages, because I think most people go to the same stage. Staying off stage is kind of fun too, because you're staying in smaller towns. And I think if I were to do this pilgrimage again, which is likely, I will, one, send my pack on and have a luxury kind of walk. I'm carrying all of my gear and I'm proud of it, but I also purposefully wanted to do that, and it's not for everyone, and it's okay if you don't. And so, okay, so on the question about how to avoid pilgrims you don't really want to hang out with, again, stay off stage, put distance between you and that person, and you should be fine. I mean, everything's very cordial, very polite, but you know, if you don't want attention in a way that is making you uncomfortable, then that's how you do that. Leave early, leave later, or stay off stage, put distance between you and them, avoid eye contact, perhaps. Anyways, all good. I'm doing really well, feeling good. My feet are good. My feet are good. I think those 2 blisters have now turned black, forming a kind of a hard skin on top of my 2 toes. I won't show them to you because they're a bit gross, but I'm doing well. I think my backpack served me well so far. I will say to Osprey though that 4 days in, one of the side pockets panel, the mesh, tore at the seam, and seriously, I wasn't stuffing things in there that I shouldn't be. It just wasn't very well made. So I'm gonna write to Osprey. I'm gonna also write to Ultras. When the company makes good shoes, I think they'd want to know, and I'd be very interested in their response. Is there any questions that I can answer for you? Yes, I know a few of you have asked about the albergues. If I can list them, I'll try. It's hard editing late at night, and I'm tired and I often fall asleep. Once I dropped my phone off the bed with a crash because I fell asleep editing. I will do a review of all the albergues, I promise, when I return. That's going to be my follow-up video, so please like and subscribe if you appreciate the content. I mean, I make these videos for you guys. I thought I made it for myself, but it's really for future pilgrims, and because I really want to encourage you, if you are able to go on something like this, because it's actually quite paradigm shifting is one way of saying it, but I prefer to say that it is eye-opening. The world is made up of all kinds of people, and you get them on the pilgrims, Mitch, okay? You get people from all over the world, and but I think more and large people are on the same page with issues, to be honest. They are, if they're on this pilgrimage. There's a lot of subculture, there's a lot of hippies, there's a lot of people in transition, a lot of divorcee and divorced people, a lot of widows, a lot of people trying to repair relationship, a lot of people. I'm taking my life for a walk. That's a phrase that I've given out a few times and people have taken it on, and I have to say that I didn't coin that. I read that in an Age article, I think about a priest taking his life for a walk. But I think everyone should take their life for a walk, especially when you hit middle age like I am. I miss my kids, I miss my people back home. I'm not going to talk about personal stuff really relating to the people at home, but I will talk about the fact that my kids are my world. Oh, dusty, dusty, dusty. Like a sunflower that follows every movement of the sun, so I turn to in simplicity. I follow in simplicity. That must be the oil company, sunflower oil? Not sure. Alright, we're heading into Granion where I will get my first cup of coffee. Hey, special thanks to everyone for buying me a coffee. It's appreciated, it really is. It makes me smile whenever I get an alert. so many people on the trail today. Too many people on the trail, I have to say, but everyone's welcome, of course, including me, I guess. I'm very grateful to be here, but there's so many people on the trail, and I think next time I'm going to avoid September. See that spire? That's Grignon Bell Tower. There are so many potholes here. You wouldn't want to put your car through here. Look at it. It would kill your tires. I think lots and lots of potholes.
I don't know why they don't. Unless they brutalize the soil, like nice guys.
Look at that. Nice mural. Oh. Crikey. There's a massive line for coffee in this first bar. And anyways, I want to go to the second bar because it's often to support a business that might not be as popular as the first bar, and they'll be fine. I miss my cat too.
What kind of sandwich is that?
I made this last night.
You made it?
I made it, yes. And you guys are really international. It was so fun.
In Spain.
Oh, they knew, yeah. I think they were, I would hope they're impressed with my CV, and then they said, you know what, we're going to have to interview her.
Okay.
But I was probably one of several. It's a Camino photo, right? That one?
Is this a Camino? Are we on the Camino? Is this the Camino? Are we on the right track? Let's go for a walk.
Lucy, you're very cheeky. I like it, I like it.
All right, my wife's asking if it's okay tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah? Yeah, but I mean, I think, so that's my little tale.
Yeah.
And, but you know,
It needs to also work. I've done from
yes.
there to Santiago.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Did you say Casa Susie? That's what they call the Aussie albergue. I'm walking with giants.
Hi.
Michael, Chris, and they are really tall.
And we're both in red.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've just made a stop at a coffee shop, a bunch of us, because it's been really dusty on the road. And I look like a bandit. So Lara is, is it juicy?
Yeah.
It's coming out?
Yeah, sorry, do you want to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did 11 so far, right?
Yes.
And he wants to be in Belorado.
Maybe we can film the next
Yes.
one.
By
That's
one.
alright. That's all.
I'm trying to see where the...
This is like Lara becoming a true pilgrim moment.
Oh yeah, I'm not scared of this stuff.
Oh, Lara, you're
We have eyeglasses. Hold on.
Yeah,
Ready?
yes.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Blister, yeah.
There was a puff that came out. It was beautiful.
There's a puddle on the
Oh,
ground.
look at that! That's what it is. Oh yes, the bliss is all happening here. And I've got a kit here that I'm going to share with her. We've got even...
Nice smile.
We,
Hang on, put that down for a second.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if that's... Maybe that's just callous.
we're going to alcohol swab.
Oh yeah, great.
Like really
Okay. I'm so glad that you're using this, because I don't use it, and so it's less weight for me, you know.
Oh, great. Yeah. This is
Anybody needs blister care? Anyone?
Random Melburnians are going crazy, so I'll pull this out. Oh, this is
Oh, the campaign? Oh yeah, the ones on the heels.
So then just swab it, so you're washing it.
Yeah.
So Lara is...
Swabbing that. This is how you're doing it.
with my...
She's got a little baby
I think you'll be
turd.
alright. You
Poor
seem like you've
thing.
done this.
Melbourne, you know.
Yeah. We're pretty
Finger
hardy.
shower bag got sliced by my razor. It was like, oh my god.
Didn't get any more out of this photo.
So then I think, let's measure your toe, because next we're going to do this.
Yeah, camping, or like if you're in a dorm room and you need some light without waking other people up.
But I also have another light.
So we're going to cut this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You guys? It's just that I didn't have... I love that you're filming this.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd just show my kids,
Did you want
actually.
to come
This
and
is
see
what
that
I
with
do here, and then we're going to
wanted to
peel
be
it,
alone, and I wanted
and Lara's going to wrap her
Wow,
cleansed
did you
toes.
My very clean
You need to be on your
Seam at the top.
No, oh yeah, is that too long? I don't know.
No,
So how
no,
you go?
that's good.
Yeah,
for like
okay.
so long. So even before I met you, so
Yeah.
She's wrapping that baby up.
gonna be like
A video.
I'm going to show my kids at
Brilliant.
documentary.
You send me on WhatsApp later, okay?
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, please.
I made it. And you pass it on, okay?
Yeah. I'm in the proxy.
Oh, well done, yeah.
Camera's being pulled back.
Nice job. Okay, so hopefully that should hold it. Hey, I've just saw a blessing given to pilgrims. That was quite special. Yeah, he was a holy man, I think. And the church was really tiny, but it was beautiful. And people were lighting candles and saying prayers, and I got a stamp. I haven't consulted a map for ages, and I'm just blindly following other pilgrims, which is potentially could be quite dangerous, but I think they're all going the same. I haven't talked much about the terrains, but it's been relatively flat and a couple of hills, but this is quite gravelly here, big rocks, so again, just don't skid, watch your footing. But I think by now, if you get to this stage, you would have navigated all you need in terms of the various types of terrain available on the Camino. I'm having a really good day, guys. I have to say, I did an interview for a job that I would like to get. I really like the people, and I think it could be challenging enough for me to really get into it. So let's hope I can nail the second interview, which is coming up on the 18th of September. They want to do a call at 8 AM my time, which is the time when we all get kicked out of albergues. So I was asking if they could potentially just push it back an hour, which is 3 PM Melbourne time and 7 AM Spain time, so that I can at least get an hour in of the interview before having to be thrown out of the albergues. Part of walking the Camino is knowing when to move on, and sometimes, you know, you're in deep conversations with a pilgrim, and you know, sometimes you don't connect with them, and that's absolutely fine, and you just walk a little bit faster or hang back, and then you're then on your own again, which is my preferred way of walking, to be honest. But there are times when you are really intrigued by what the pilgrim is talking about, as is in the case of the founder of Rome to Rio, whom I just met. I won't talk a little too much about who he is, but he is really lovely, and he's from Melbourne actually, and he's telling me all about his wife and children, and how he built the business, and how he's living a really nice life now, which is great, and a very humble entrepreneur, and good on him. I'm so happy that someone like him has achieved the success he has, and a really lovely guy, you know. And you think, oh yeah, successful people aren't nice, but this one is really lovely. So continue to use the Rome to Rio. I actually use Omeo, sorry. You know, I'm so grateful that I am blister free as of this point, and I think I'm going to be blister free for the rest of the trip because my feet feel good. That I just gave away some bandages, a needle, the only needle I have, and some thread and some antiseptic wipes, because to another pilgrim, a girl from Melbourne, because she needed some support there. I think she got the wrong shoe, and yeah, hopefully that will help her a little bit. Who knows? Can you guys see all the different colors? Reminds me of a beautiful summer day. It's the kind of colour palette that I would love for my kitchen, you know? The yellow, the greens, the browns. Hello, Mario! He's a world-famous traveller. From Brazil. And this is Dan from USA.
Yes, hello, Dan? Outside of Boston.
Oh, nice. Okay. Dan, can you do an interview for me? 3 questions.
Sure.
Quick. Okay. How has the Camino been like for you? No, seriously, I have 10 viewers probably. Buen Camino. Experience so far on the Camino.
Oh, you turn the camera. I got you. It's been wonderful. The walk is exhilarating. The people you meet. Everybody has a common goal. Everybody's in a good mood. It's a challenge. It's wonderful. The architecture is incredible.
Yes.
The companionship, and you do have a spiritual. You just can't help yourself but to have a spiritual connection.
Yes.
Whether it's just to the buildings and the history, the people. So really incredible.
I like how you phrase that because I think spiritual doesn't have to be religion.
Correct.
Yes. I really like how you said that, Dan. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I think Shirley MacLaine talked about the ley line.
Yeah, I didn't read that book.
And neither did I. I think it was a bit too, I don't know. Anyways, so Dan, what brings you to Spain? If it's personal, don't worry about it. Oh, did you?
I absolutely ran away from home.
Oh, you little rebel.
I retired. And I've been in the same small town my whole life, more or less.
Yeah.
You know, doing this, working and all the life, the kids, the marriage, the this, the that. So it was just a
adventure.
Escape.
Oh,
and
nice.
I went to Europe for a month, and now I'm here for 5 weeks at least.
Are you walking all the way to Santiago?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so you started at Saint Jean?
Yes.
Oh, how was the climb to the Pyrenees?
That was tough. I would suggest anyone who's going to do that, forward your bag. St. John to Roncesvalles. Just forward your bag. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it.
So what?
You got 10 miles straight up a mountain, 8 miles down. Forward your bag.
Well, I think you've given a lot of encouragement to people who are thinking about it. What date did you climb the Pyrenees?
September 1.
Oh wow. Okay, so you missed the bloody storm that I was in.
Oh.
I was in a storm, man.
When did
it was
you start?
29th. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that storm?
You know what? I was in Zarats.
Oh, okay.
On the, in Spain on the border.
Yeah. That storm was so scary. It was thunder and lightning, and we're so exposed on the Pyrenees.
Oh, no.
And seriously, like if we were luckily only 800 meters away from Orison, which is a little cafe, we took shelter, but seriously, it was right on top of us, like the thunder and the lightning.
Wow.
And we had poles, so I was just really scared.
Wow.
Anyway, so that was lucky that we didn't get killed on that day. So I'm very grateful. And now we back to you, Dan. 3 words to describe the Camino. Yes. Okay, you think about that. I'm going to ask you the other question, which is what tips, aside from the tip about the bag, what's a tip for people who are considering the Camino?
You really don't need to pack that much.
I like that, yes.
The less you can pack,
the better.
The better. I've thrown out probably 3.5 to 4 pounds of stuff.
Did you?
Well, at least.
Did that hurt?
No.
Oh, you are admirable.
You just don't need
so much.
When I was carrying too much food, and in this Camino, the French way supportive. Yeah, very supportive.
It's very supportive. It's really well instructed. I mean, infrastructured, isn't it? Yes.
It is. I made a big mistake the other day. I forwarded my bag. It was supposed to be sunny. I didn't have my raincoat. Didn't have an extra shirt.
Oh no.
It wasn't sunny. It was raining.
Oh no.
And
you got caught.
It could have been a classic hypothermia case.
Oh dear,
so
really? Seriously?
Even if you forward your bag, have a little day bag to put your raincoat and an extra shirt.
Agreed,
and obviously in just water.
Yes.
Water.
Well, I've packed really light, light for me. And so I have hardly any stuff. But it is still heavy. I've got 7 kilograms on my back. But it's not.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm carrying everything. Okay, so the 3 words.
A grand adventure. How's that?
What is it?
A grand adventure.
That's 3 words in one sentence. You can't do that.
What? A grand adventure.
I know. It's like the Camino provides. I think that's a cop-out. You need 3 adjectives. Come on. You can do this, Anne.
Only 3 adjectives.
Oh, well, 3 words to describe. Like different words.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Inspiring.
Yes.
Friendship.
Oh, how nice.
There you go.
Thank you, Dan, for doing the interview.
You're welcome.
We're just commenting on how lovely the local Spaniards are. Just, you know, they drive up and they bow to us and wish us a buen camino. We're invading their town, let's face it. Aren't we?
Yes,
Just going to film this lovely statue. There you go. Another bell tower. There's heaps of bell towers. I think I'm going to give up doing the interview because I'm boring even myself. So it must be boring for you guys at home watching. I find that the 3 words throw up similar ones. So I think we've kind of landed those. But what I really want to know is, why are people doing the Camino? But I think that's a very personal question, even one that I actually don't want to share. And certainly, why would they want to share on YouTube? And I tell everyone that I'm putting on YouTube before I film them. So I think, unless I can have some other questions. I mean, I tried asking, one viewer suggested I ask what people like about the Camino in terms of food. And I just got really boring answers, meaning, I don't know. But what I can tell you about the food on the Camino is that there's a lot of potatoes, a lot of bread. And one thing is that the salads here are excellent. I've never met a salad I didn't like on the Camino so far. The interesting thing though is the main dish never comes with vegetables. So you have to order vegetables, like a vegetable chunky soup, as an entree if you're eating like a couple of courses, if you want vegetables. Or some of my pilgrim friends and I have cotton on the fact that they serve a lot of French fries with a main meal, and that would be the main, and then there'll be a flan or something for dessert. So now and then, and especially for lunch, we'd go to a supermarket and buy a €3.90, something like that, a tub of ready-made salad. It has its own sort of packet of sauce, and we eat that for lunch, and we get our little greens in that way. But Joe and Emma and I, when we stayed in, I think it was Estella, I can't remember now what town it was. Anyways, we basically went shopping and bought a whole stack of vegetables, and we roasted it. And then the apartment didn't really have much in terms of cooking sort of stuff like olive oil and stuff like that. So we just got some butter, small butter, and then we got some pesto, and we bought some chicken breasts, and we just roasted it all up and then tossed a green pesto through it, and it was delicious. And I even had spare vegetables for next day, which I bought a tub of hummus, and that's my way of getting some veggies in. So yes, I guess in terms of food, there's not a huge variety. I find the Americano coffee now. Today I discovered Americano coffee. I'm not really a black coffee drinker, but oh boy, it's better than the cafe con leche, which is as weak as anything. I'm sorry, I'm grumbling about coffee. We really need to, I don't know, help. No, I shouldn't say that. It's their country, we're visitors. But everything else is beautiful. I really love the hospitality of the Spaniards that we meet on the street. There seems to be a huge respect for pilgrims. And yeah, it's all really, really fun. I'm having a really good day so far. I love walking by myself. I love seeing my friends. I keep knocking into Derek and Susanna from Mooney Ponds. It's so weird. And they're like, oh my God, Milan, you're our shadow. And then I told them to stop stalking me. It's kind of quite funny, but I see them because I think we stay in the same stages. I didn't meet them until I saw them here on the trail. Anyways, signing off for the moment. I'll show you the views. Probably more interesting than me yammering on. Look at the beautiful shades of yellow. A message to Hanju and Susan at home: stop pestering me about getting a wide brim hat. I know, I have to get one before the meseta. I'm a baseball cap kind of gal, but I do acknowledge that the meseta is a different animal altogether, so I will find one. But what am I going to do with my baseball? And I don't really want to carry the extra weight. I've already like upped the weight with buying Cedar Summit washing detergent for my clothes because I lost my washing powder. I don't really want to carry more weight, you know what I'm saying? So if I buy another hat, what if I clip my scarf to the hat? for some reason these sunflowers are a little bit more alive. I don't know why that's the case. It's the same sun, hey? How funny. Ooh. I think I'm on the right side of the road here, and yeah, you're supposed to walk into the direction of the traffic so they can see you. Like a sunflower that follows every movement of the sun. That's all I know. We all live in the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine. Da, 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 da. I cannot see the next town, but heaps and heaps of beautiful flowers. Can you see what I see? Pretty. And did those feet, there's nobody here in ancient time, walk upon England's mountains green? And did the holy sons of, and there's a hymn, go in England's pleasant pastures seen? And did the holy Lamb of God, it is a Christian pilgrimage, come on. And did the forward. What am I doing here? I'm walking across Spain. That's what I'm doing here. Walking across one country. 7k to Belorado. I keep telling myself it's only to Glen Ferry Road and back if I was at home, so that's all good. Keep going, keep going. There's a pilgrim resting on the side of the road. She's quite elderly, but I think she seems to be very sprightly in her response that she's okay. So hola, buen camino. I mean, not buen camino, hola. The question is the Camino Francis just one long cafe crawl? And the answer is, that is part of it. You go from one village to the next and you might crash into a cafe, always the second one, and have a coffee. But I limit myself to 2 coffees a day because the coffees are weak. Anyways, I think that doing cafes, or what they call bars here, is part of the fun. Yes? Oh, I'm about to reach another village. I'm still 6k out from my final destination for today. But it's funny, when I'm on my own and I think about home, I always get emotional. And today I'm thinking about all my friends, actually. Because a lot of my friends are wonderful. I have a message for everyone out there, especially for women who are unhappy in the current relationship. Girls, you need to dig deep. You need to be honest with yourself, okay? About why you're in the relationship, and if you're not happy, then why? And life is short. Find the financial means to leave, you know, because a life that only embraces or celebrates half of you is not good enough. No, it's not. Anyway, I'm in a good place about that, so I'm just reflecting upon my experiences and just want to say that. I tell you what, Burgos is a huge city because for the past 3 days I keep seeing signage that points to Burgos, and I will be 2 days there, thankfully. Looking forward to seeing what that wonderful city has to offer. I'm going to go and try and find some live cultural show. Oh, okay. Oh, 3 kilometers to Belorado. Well, that's good, isn't it? I don't know why I'm so emotional today. Ew, just past a dead rat. Oh, smell. I don't know why this path is just a bit smelly today, I think. And there's so many bloody trucks. Belorado? Belorado? Gracias. Okay. 1 hour and 13 minutes to the destination. This is the terrain, that constant rocks, pebbly trail. Another pilgrim taking a rest. So you can take a rest along the way. Ahead of me, a pilgrim with her dog, which I think is beautiful. I mean, can you find a more trustier companion than a well-loved pet? And this, in this case, it's a dog that you take with you. Oh, so cute! Oh, can I film him?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Rude.
Yeah.
Is he going all the way to Santiago?
No, no creo.
Where?
He's very tired.
Yes, he's very tired. Yeah. He's so beautiful. Oh, oh. All right, buen camino. That potentially could be a grave of somebody who may have passed away on the pilgrimage, because often there are cases of that. Well, okay, so 40 minutes to Belorado. Can't see the spire yet, which means town not in the distance quite yet, but I'm sure I'll see a church bell or a steeple too soon, and then that would be like Belorado, and I can unload my backpack and tend to my hip flexor. It's getting a little bit gnawing. Onwards, onwards, onwards. I can see what looked like a tall thing with a cross, but it's definitely not the Cruz de Ferro because that's after the Meseta. So this town doesn't look like it's got a church, but still, see, the highest point is always something to do with a church. That is a cross, I think. Okay guys, I'm just going to walk across these stony paths and walk on the shoulder, I guess, of the pathway, ignoring the rest of it, because it's much, well, not much, but softer to tread, because you know, every rock that you step on is a jolt on your joints. And I would prefer not to do that, because I'm feeling like my left foot, third toe, I think that one that has the blister on the upper part, which is strange, might be coming off, and I would prefer to not damage it any further before I look at it. And plus my right hip flexor is starting to yell at me, so I think we may need to do more stretching, because stretching actually really helps. It's amazing how much your body can repair overnight, because the other day I had a groin issue and I was stretching, and and then the next day I was able to walk 22 kilometers. So stretching really helps. Wow, so people running. Very fit lady.
What are you doing? What's your channel?
Oh, it's just a little travel vlog. I'm here with Lucy from Canada. Lucy, whereabouts in Canada are you from?
Well, I live in the most beautiful part of Canada. It's in the Okanagan Valley where all the vineyards are and the best wine in the world.
Lovely. Now tell me a little bit more about your Camino experience so far.
My Camino experience so far has been lovely. It just made me realize how the Camino is so similar to the journey of life. It's all about the journey of life. Every day you keep moving forward and you look at new opportunities every day. And yes, certainly there are challenges some days, but that's what life is all about. And then the best part of it all, you meet so many people from all over the world, all over the world.
Yes.
And it brings everybody together.
I really like that too. And so Lucy, tell me about any advice or tips you may have for anyone thinking about doing the Camino. What would your best advice be, or some advice
All
anyway?
right, maybe I'll keep it down to 3 things.
Yes.
So number 1, if you're going to walk the Camino Francis,
Uh-huh.
train. Make
Yes.
sure you train.
Yes.
It is not an easy walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
It's challenging.
Correct.
Number 2, slow down. That's difficult to keep going to the next place, but slow down. And number 3, you need to learn to trust yourself, to know when you get to a destination, there will be a bed for you.
Oh, right. That's quite powerful, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, 3 words. Last question. 3 words to describe the Camino.
3 words. Adventurous,
Uh-huh.
exciting,
Yep.
unity.
Love it. That's fantastic. Thanks for doing the interview today, Lucy.
My pleasure. Look at this wellness experience here.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, how good is that?
I love this. I'm kind of sad I'm going through, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm sure you find a bed in the next town. Oops. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm in a Belorado, a Burgay, and it's quite huge. It's got a swimming pool, and I've got a lower bunk. I just requested it at the front desk in a really nice manner, like very sweetly and kindly, and yeah, he gave me a bottom bunk. This is my little pre-dinner.
I said, ¿Eres la señal para los peregrines? Are you the signal for the pilgrims? And he said, yeah, which I thought was so sweet. I thought, you could see the road on both sides, and I thought, if anybody's stupid enough not to see a bloody lorry trundling down, then...
He was sitting there flagging.
Yeah, so we have to stop, and you can't go. Yeah. For older people, we were dancing in the square we had it.
Salmon pie. Cheap wine. Just done some supermarketing. I've got an Aquarius, which is isotonic, some chocolate, 2 peaches, and some trail nuts.
This is so good.
Oh, nice.
Purple fig.
Yeah. Rhinocephia. I'd love that.
There's a lot of them.
Is she famous?
Tourism writer.
Yes. Martin Sheen. Gosh, they're pretty
At the new Vasca Cathedral.
sorry. National expert on the Camino. Okay, we don't know his name is.
His bike, cycling.
The backpack is right outside and he's got a cigarette butt on his shoes. Cigarette butt on his shoe. Emilio Estevez. Let's see what kind of shoe he has. And it is outside my albergue. There you go. I wonder why. Maybe he stayed here. So I'm now in the backyard looking at the fig tree, but more importantly, looking for my clothes. I'm not sure if it's dried yet. Is it dry yet? So this is Henry from Hong Kong. Henry, how has your Camino experience been like so far?
It's wonderful. Of course, just mention two the most difficult things. One is when there is a heavy rainfall. You have to go through a road which is full of muddy.
Yes.
And you can't escape. You must step on the muddy. That's one thing.
Yes.
The second thing is to be polite. You have to when you get early, you don't have to wake up your roommates.
Yes.
But it is all dark. How can you pick up the
bag?
Pack up your bag.
Yes.
Without
disturbing.
Without at dark and not interrupting your roommates. That's two terrible things.
Okay.
Well, be prepared for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So, any advice for future people who want to do Caminos? Future pilgrims.
Well, it is always a nice thing to do the Camino. Prepare for everything, including bad rider, and it's something like a luck.
Okay. 3 words to describe the Camino.
Exciting.
Yes.
Demanding. And enjoy.
Thanks, Henry. That's too funny. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna go in. It's too cold. Yeah. Hello, Jack. How are you? Does that belong to us?
I don't think so. It's red top.
Yeah. Has anyone got into the pool?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's very brave.
I was there. Fantastic.
And then there's a vending machine in the backyard. Henry's keeping an eye on the clothes.
Yeah.
He's making the most of the last hour of sun, right, Henry?
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Heard it first. So this albergue's rooms, like sleeping quarter, goes through the bathroom. That's...